Tired of hunting for that one setting when the perfect moment is fleeting? Let's transform your Sony A7 Iv into an extension of your eye. First, we'll dive into the heart of customization by pressing the menu button. Navigate through the menus using the dial or the directional buttons. Once in the menu, locate the third tab from the left, which is the Setup tab. It's usually represented by a wrench icon. Within the Setup tab, scroll down until you find Operation Customize. This is where the magic happens. Select Custom Key Settings here. You'll see a list of all the physical buttons on your A7 for ready to be remapped. Now, let's tailor it to your shooting style. For instance, many photographers find the C1 button, located above the shutter release, to be incredibly useful. I personally remapped my C1 to instantly access IAF. This way, when I'm shooting portraits or any subject that benefits from precise focus on the eye, a single press is all it takes. Another area we can customize is the AF/MF button. Often found near the lens mount, I've found remapping this to toggle between manual and autofocus modes, or even a specific focus area setting, can greatly speed up my workflow, especially when switching between static and moving subjects. Consider the dial around the shutter button as well. You might assign it to change ISO for quick exposure adjustments, or perhaps control the aperture if you're using a lens with a physical aperture ring and want to keep your hands free. And don't forget the rear command dial. I've found it incredibly intuitive for adjusting exposure compensation on the fly, allowing me to fine-tune my shots without taking my eye off the viewfinder. The key is to think about your most frequent actions. What settings do you find yourself constantly adjusting? Assign those to the buttons that feel most natural to reach. Experiment with different assignments for buttons like C2, C3, or even the playback button. Perhaps you want your C2 button to activate a specific white balance preset, or your playback button to zoom into your last shot for a quick review. By taking the time to personalize these controls, you can create a shooting experience that's not just efficient, but truly intuitive, allowing you to focus more on capturing the moment and less on manipulating your camera.